Alright, we should be live. Oh, I should have hooked up the other mic. Oh well, too late now. Fuck it. We're here. We're live. We got a banger of a game going here. Should be very interesting. We got the Bombogyatt versus the In Memory of Paul. Two of the higher seeded teams, at least in the power rankings. Two teams that everyone projected to do well. Hello, Scott. Welcome back. I got some water. I'm feeling a lot better. We should have a good cast. Got all of the kinks worked out in the last series. Nice, smooth, good cast, good game, good everything, good vibes. Let's do it. Smelly streamers. How do I time this person out, bro? Bean, are you alive, buddy?
Yeah, sorry, I'm responding to someone. I'm just gonna wait till Champ Select
my
to chime in, probably.
goodness. El co-caster for real.
I just like making you talk to yourself, so.
Yeah, thanks
it's
for
all
that.
good.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Alright. We're just waiting for everybody to return from the bathroom, and we will be getting started. Should be a good game. I'm looking forward to this one. Two very good teams going at it. No subs, just gaming. Well, with that being said, we can do some more investigation. See what Paradox has been up to. Got a Jax, we got Arena. Oh, Arena's out. Did not know that.
Oh, I'm about to.
Yeah, after the
Is
cast is
Fatty in the
over, you never
chat?
know.
Where's fucking Pierre and Fatty at, man?
They're probably already in Arena, bro. Actually, Pierre is in Arena.
Yeah.
As we speak. Everyone on the friend list is on
I
Arena,
like
bro.
I like playing Arena with Pierre. Shit's fun.
Quick how to jungle video. How to play Riven video. You should have just watched this out last game, bro. That's all you need. He's got
Just,
he's got the how to play Riven covered. Check it out. Yeah, true. Joe did play a good Riven last game. So, expectations for this game should be a interesting mid matchup as always. Andy's team. Curious to see if we'll see some more shenanigans in the bot lane from In Memory of Paul. Alright, Reklat's side is ready. Just waiting on Paradox. We not ready. Nice. How is everybody doing on this fine Wednesday night? It is Wednesday, right? Or is today Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Wednesday.
it's Wednesday.
Jesus. So you know it's been a long day.
No subs in this game, it looks like, so.
Alright, straight up league.
That's exciting.
You'll get a nice indication. Alright, hopping into champ select. So, bands, I would like to see Aurelian band. Yep.
Maybe like a Vigar and a Brand,
Should
or
be a couple
Vigar.
top lane bands coming out if I had to guess. You know, typical Paradox stuff. Gwen, etc. Yep. Right on cue. Gwen is banned away.
Can you stream in Discord, by the way?
Oh yeah, I gotcha. Scott, I don't know who that is, but you know what? I agree. Diego banned away from Reclats makes sense. One of his better junglers.
Senator McCarthy. That's
Urgot banned coming out. Interesting. Guess they just don't want to play against that. Fair enough. It is one of Paradox's more played champions recently. third ban, I would like to see probably Brand banned away.
Vigar wouldn't be too bad either.
Yeah, definitely an option on the table. Or just a
I
no
don't
ban.
think he. I
Vigar
don't
ban.
think that. No, I was gonna say I don't think that he blinds Vigar, but
Yeah, probably could have
maybe
saved
could
that
have
for
saved.
second rotation. True, good call. But Vigar
But
has been one of Andy's best champions, so you know what? Just banning it away,
yeah,
always a good choice as well.
and there's still a lot of options open for their team. Like they still have the Diana Yasuo combo that they've been playing a little bit, or the
True, Hardy,
over
true.
the.
Take it
Yeah,
away.
definitely good to get. And I think Vigar is like really easy to like set up easy ganks mid just with the
They
cage,
they have a no mobility mid, no flash. What do?
and they pick one
Paradox
Skarner.
picks up the
This is
Skarner.
the nerf Skarner, so it will be slightly worse than like
I
it
think
was last
even
patch, but
even Nerf Skarner is still a potent tank up in either the top or jungle. Brand
yeah,
being picked
yeah.
up.
I mean, it's still gonna be really good, and I know that Paradox has been playing it
Seven.
a lot, so
Alright.
right now it's a flex, but I don't think that it's anywhere other than top right now.
Yeah, I would imagine it's top, but hey, who knows? Sivir Brand picked up. Brand makes sense. That is one of Rek'Latz's premier junglers. Sivir makes sense. Pretty much Sivir, Ashe, Senna has been the entire bot lane champ pool so far for the side of In Memory of Paul. Jarvan being picked up. So that kind of confirms that Skarner will be going top. Could be support, but true. And first picking Skarner does deny it from Rek'Latz, who has played it a couple times now this season.
I do think I'm more scared of the Viego than the brand.
I would like to see ADC picked up here. The other team has already locked in their AD, and they don't want to blind pick support. Okay, Jinx locked in. I
Thanks.
like it. It's a good matchup into Sivir. Outranges Sivir, just does more damage than Sivir. Is definitely just a better carry than Sivir, but likes the
Just play
utility
off
that
of
Sivir
resets.
just likes the
Yeah.
utility that Sivir provides.
Yeah, and I imagine they pick like a Liana or some shit here.
From what I've known from their team, it's probably gonna be a Karma, just based on trends. Karma or Janna or something. Renekton being picked up. I
Yeah, I
don't.
mean they do know where the Skarner's going, so it makes sense. But
What do you think about the Renekton Skarner matchup? I don't know anything about top lane, so
I mean I can look it up real quick.
I would imagine it
Uh,
favors the Skarner just because Renekton will probably get to a point where Renekton doesn't do anything to him, but I think early it probably favors Renekton, if I had to guess.
it says that it's Renekton favored, but I just know that Paradox has more games than
Leona
uh
being banned away. Yeah, I could see. They keep nerfing like Skarner's mana regen and all that kind of stuff, so I could see how Skarner might struggle into laneability like Renekton.
yeah. Who's their top? Is it it's Sedge, right?
So, oh no, their top laner is yeah. So no, it's spooky action.
Oh yeah. I mean if he plays Renekton, it could be
He
good. I
played
just don't
Renekton
think
against us. It was pretty. He did pretty well on it.
did he?
Yeah, he
Wait,
did.
really?
Game one against us, he
Wait.
played Renekton. Renekton and the Bud.
Oh, right, right.
Jeez, figure it out. All right, Victor being banned. Interesting ban. Nivea being banned away from Andy. Fair enough. So this will put Andy on a new champion, I think. So far he's played Nivea, Vigar, and Aurelion, and Fizz.
I don't know why they opt to ban the Fizz there. I feel like with Brand being in the jungle, like Yasuo and Yone are just like
Probably more,
probably
more
more
likely. Yeah,
likely picks here.
need some AD damage. Janna makes sense.
They're gonna get Andy counter pick, which
Yep, makes sense.
yeah.
Wonder what we will see from Andy. Lulu ban? Yeah, I think Lulu would probably make more sense of a ban than Victor, but what do I know?
I think Renata is a good pick here. Or I mean Lulu's open, so
It's almost 100% gonna be Lulu. So far, the
yeah.
blue side has definitely drafted a better team comp in my opinion. They have engaged, they have a clear win con. Never mind. They pick Lux. I don't know. I feel like 100 times out of 100 you want to be picking an enchanter here, but you know what? Maybe it's just a more comfort pick for potentially Suncat.
It could be Lux mid, yeah.
Yeah, definitely could be Lux mid as
But
well. Okay, yep, it's gonna be a Lux mid. Milio, not a bad pick with Jinx as well. Kind of functions the same as Lulu. You know,
so yeah, they're just gonna opt into not interacting mid, but Yon is
no,
definitely that champion who has a million ways to dodge the root, and
that I imagine is a rough matchup for Lux.
yeah, I mean once Lux gets ult and like a little bit of AP, he can like really not interact, but until then like
So,
it's gonna be really hard to walk up.
I definitely like blue side's bot lane more than I like red side's bot lane. They just have a lot of ways to lane. You know, if Janna opts to roam and Sivir just wave clear AFK wave clears bottom, that is definitely an option for the red side. Um, blue side, I like their top side. They have a tank, they have engage. It makes sense. Mid lane is going to be rough, I imagine. I don't think that Lux does too well into Yone, as we mentioned, especially with the added pressure from Brand. Um,
I think it's just gonna be a or like a Jinx game. Like if Jinx dies, I think they lose. Uh,
it's a game where Jinx can potentially go infinite. Just got to be careful of the Yone.
yeah.
They do
Like
have
if Jinx.
shields from both Milio and Lux, and they do have like good counter engage. If Yone goes in, kind of just gets stopped by Skarner. You know, I do think that Skarner can just ult Yone, but it is like, you know, it probably won't connect, but it will be enough to stop Yone from murdering everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how the interaction with Skarner ult and Yone E works. Hope that it's not just cancel everything out, but hey, it is Yone at the end of the day. Oh, thank you, Scott, for that Gamba. Appreciate it. You'll have to show me that one after.
I think it might have just timed out. I don't even know if it
No,
was on.
he just put a new one in.
Oh, okay.
So who do you think? Nameplates off. We'll do nameplates off first, then we'll do nameplates on.
I just think that red side has a lot more like damage and like a lot more like anyone on that team could if with fed or when fed is gonna be able to like
They have
be a
multiple carries.
problem.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think Brand absolutely like melts the front line of
A blue. Yep.
Bombogyatt or whatever, but yeah, I think red side's probably my favorite. Uh,
Okay. I just don't like
but
blue. I think red side will have some trouble engaging fights. I mean, once Brand gets Rylai's and Renekton gets tanky, it should be, uh, you know, tough for them to engage, but we shall see. Nameplates on. Who do you think? Who do you favor here?
uh I like to go by matchup. I think top lane, I think Paradox pulls ahead. He has a lot more games and mastery on Skarner than he does on Renekton, and I imagine he just freezes and just punishes the Renekton and doesn't allow him to walk up. And then jungle, I'd probably give it to
Reklats.
Rek'Lats just
Yeah.
because Perfect Johnny is a little bit new to the jungle.
Sure, he's still learning the ropes a little bit.
That being said, he's still like a Emerald Diamond-ish player, so I mean he's not no
Right.
slouch, you know.
He's been
Mid
performing well.
lane, mid lane, I definitely give it to
Andy.
Andy,
Yeah.
just because you know Andy,
Yeah, that kind
and
of
like
goes without being said.
it's essentially like Andy versus like a
Gold flat player. Yeah.
uh yeah, or like a Valorant ARAM player. Uh, so shout out to you, May, the homie. Fuck, I lost the champions, but bot lane. I'm a big P-Rob fan. I think if P-Rob is able to play off of resets and not you know die and get like maybe get a little bit ahead in lane, I think that's an angle where they win through. Uh,
Jinx is definitely potentially winning win angle here, you know, win con for
yeah,
sure. Jinx gets far ahead. Jinx can just auto attack all these guys down. It is gonna be hard for Jinx to auto attack into the Brand. It's like Brand definitely punishes auto attack champions like pretty hard because Brandalt comes into your back line and Firelight slow. It just makes it hard for Jinx to be able to walk up. With the Milio utility, it should make it a little bit easier for Jinx.
Yeah, I imagine that Sivir just tries to not even play lane and just push constantly, but
I would like to see Sivir just opt for the 1v2 in lane and let the
just roam.
Janna roam. Yeah.
I do think it is kind of scary for a Janna to roam. But I feel like if you want to play like a roam style like support, I do think that like a Nautilus or something like that would be a little bit better.
Janna is pretty potent with her ganks. Just as she slows, she has tornadoes. Like it is definitely pretty potent.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I just mean like in terms of like walking through the river, like a
Nautilus
Janna
has
kind
more
of has
presence.
to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Nautilus can be more of an individual. Looks like a pretty standard 5-point start the game out. Makes sense. Neither team is particularly strong early game. Runes, everything looks pretty standard. Crit Sivir, lethal tempo Yone. Again with the Comet on Lux, I don't know. Into melee matchups, I think First Strike is just better, but maybe it's not a coincidence that 2 Luxes in a row took Comet. Maybe they know something I don't. Milio with Airy. I maybe would have liked to see Guardian here again, just to help out with the dive of the Brand Alt and the Yona, but Airy is going to be a bit stronger for lane. Paradox with the grass, Spooky with the Conqueror, everything makes sense there. Dark Harvest on the Brand, not Electrocute. Electrocute is trash on Brand. Shout out Ryan. Yeah, curious to see how mid lane goes. Already forced. Oh, I guess he just has the push. It's the bone plating. Nectin should
a little bit.
Oh, yep, good call. That good?
Yeah.
Alright. So far, pretty normal lanes. Mid lane is going to be the lane to watch in my opinion. Mid has the highest snowball potential. Both bot lanes hitting 2. Kind of just a farm lane early until either ADC backs and picks up some items. Leo trading with bot.
I think I'd like to see the Janna get more involved with like autos and stuff.
Yeah. Definitely helps out, especially with the Airy. Her auto attacks do a bit more damage. I do prefer Comet on Janna, but I guess that is a bit more of a solo queue playstyle. Airy does provide a bit more utility for your team.
Definitely a boring lane.
Yeah, not much gonna go on here. I wish Directed Camera would take the wheel and move us elsewhere.
And we are 3 minutes into the game in this Sivir Zoom, so
Yeah, I
maybe
don't know.
the other.
Emax on Janna, interesting.
Yeah, I mean he's probably just playing for shields for like Andy and stuff.
I have not seen that yet. I definitely me personally. I like WMax Janna, but no, I can see Emax being good as well. And plus, maybe the patch changed something. I didn't see that in the patch notes. Okay, interesting. Is it AD or just shield or what? Oh yeah, I think I did read that. W damage down, shielding up. That's like kind of the same thing they're doing with Karma. Okay, good trades onto the Janna here. Janna's getting quite low. No spell shield from the Sivir. Not sure if it was down. That should force Red's bot lane back. Brand is here to provide support, but hold on, we're going on directed camera here. What's going on over here? Link's getting stunned up.
It's a good flash by Reckless there. I think he dies if he doesn't.
Alright, well, oh, first blood for the top lane. Okay.
Maybe worth rewinding that. I mean,
alright. We're going back 15 seconds. Let's see what happened. Okay, Renekton is just 1 HP, flashes away, and dies of rock. Okay. Interesting.
yeah. Yeah, I imagine he was just playing in the wave and got poked out too much, and then Remus hit his stun and killed him.
Yeah, Swice true. Next patch is gonna be wild. They are fixing ADC finally.
Well, they're
Ooh.
nerfing on hit though, right?
Oh shit, turn off time controls. They're not necessarily nerfing on hit, but removing lethal tempo, I guess you could say is nerfing on hit.
Yeah.
And all these shortcuts, right? I got a lot to learn about this streaming stuff.
They added a bunch of burn items too. I noticed like new burn
Yeah,
items.
those I think are gonna be interesting on Draven. It's like almost like old Draven passive. So I'm curious to see how that interacts, but yeah, removing the Giant Slayer passive from LDR is gonna hurt, but they also removed health from a lot of items, and they buffed the shit out of the armor pen. It's like 40% armor pen on LDR now.
They changed a lot of sizes, like hitboxes for champions too. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, that's just kind of whatever.
Right. Yeah.
They opted to remove HP and add ability haste, which you know is what it is. I don't like adding a bunch of ability haste to the game. I think it kind of ruins the game a little bit, for lack of a better term. But
And this Renekton's got to be really scared or careful here because it looks like the Skarner is getting like a freeze in the top side of the map with ultimate now, so it's pretty scary for
alright, Dragon picked up
him
by
to walk
red.
up.
I guess they do have like a permanent like shove and bot and permanent mid prio, so you know bot side of the map is free. They're gonna look to try to trade the grubs. Yeah, Scott, they made Darius a Yordle for some reason. Not sure about that. Grubs should be picked up, but it looks like they're trying to contest. Okay, good trading by the Lux.
You may. Oh, okay.
Definitely doesn't want to fight Yone head on, but that's a good poke in. Blue side's able to pick up 2 grubs. Janna roams, Millie a little bit late. Only 2 grubs and the dragon for red side, so early gold lead for blue, early objective advantage for red. Johnny actually up in CS on the Brand. I mean, I guess this Brand did spend some time killing the dragon, but you know, keeping pace with Reklats. Good start by Johnny. May having to burn flash. Oh, Johnny's actually Andy's actually in trouble here. Has to burn flash and ult there and heal from Johnny.
If he hit 6 off the wave here, that would have been
really nice Q by
massive.
Yume to get Andy under the tower. Almost picking up a kill there. And they should be able to punish this Sivir pretty good. They know that Janna's mid. I would like to see Milio getting some deep vision here, potentially. While it is 1v2 lane, get some vision deep in the river. Keep yourself safe down there. Jarvan should be hitting 6 here. Yep, off red. Picks up the 6. Could potentially look top. It's hard for Jarvan to really gank any of these lanes. Like, the bot lane is super safe. Mid, it gets hard to gank Yone. Top, you can't really gank Renekton. I mean, you do have a good setup with a Skarner, but at the end of the day, Renekton has pretty decent mobility and survivability with his ult.
There's an angle where he could maybe go through lane bottom if like
I can see it. I just don't think that red side bottom lane is really looking to actually fight. They're just looking to farm up and play mid game. Early CS lead for Spooky up top. He does have a large wave going towards Paradox though. Okay, good EQ by Johnny. TP coming in from Yone. They need to back out of here. Oh, really nice auto by P-Rob. Well played.
Yeah, I think you just get out here. This Renekton needs to be real careful.
Yeah, Renekton's about half. Skarner's full HP, stacking up the tier. He's in a good spot. He should be picking up the Heartsteel here. It looks like he's building towards that potentially. Double Ruby Crystal. I imagine that's Heartsteel.
It's Bambi Cinder. He's just gonna. I mean, if he's ahead, he might just go Sunfire into the tier item.
Scale infinitely more, or am I tripping?
It does, but if he's looking to win like now, he'll do more with Sunfire.
I think with their team comp, they're just looking to scale, especially into Renekton lane.
Yeah.
Well, he's already ahead.
Guess we'll see. You know.
Alright, so far, well played by B-Rob. That was a really nice auto attack there to finish off the Sivir. There's pretty large item advantage down there. Sivir does have the tier 2 boots, which doesn't help too much in this lane. Noon Quiver on the Jinx feels good.
Renekton's gonna take a really bad back here.
Yeah, backing with the wave crashing in feels kind of bad, but he was just getting poked out by the Skarner. Okay, so let's look at the gold real quick. Top lane up about 700, jungle about even. Mid lane down, only 200 gold down in mid, which is, pretty well played by Yume. Bot lane's up 500 gold with the kill, and support is up about assist gold. So pretty even across the board. Biggest advantage being top and ADC at the moment. Both the kills make sense. So far, not much impact by Reklats. Mid has been able to play safe. He got the early dragon, but hasn't been able to get any ganks off yet.
Yeah.
So is Paradox rushing a Thornmail? Is that what that is?
No, I don't think he will rush that.
Isn't Bramble Chain Vest, Ruby Crystal, a Thornmail?
I meant he's just doing components, like tank things, He's just gonna build Bramble just for anti-heal probably, and then just rush his first item, which is just either...
Oh, is that Fimbulwinter? That could just be Fimbulwinter, right?
Well, the two crystals are gonna be Balmy Cinder, and then...
I think if he was going Balmies, he would have built it already instead of all these components. I think that's Fimbulwinter components. Lux ulti... Not sure where Lux ulti was going. Alright, 2 dragons picked up by the side of red. That is going to be their win con at this rate. Unfortunately, Cloud Soul. Cloud Soul is technically the highest win rate, but kind of boring.
I think on the other side of the map, though, I think
They picked up grubs. Yep, 3 grubs picked up. So that's 5 grubs or 4 grubs? I
think it's 5. I think you can check. You can click on.
I feel like if he was going Sunfire, he would have built the Bammies already. Unless he's not trying to push the lane with Bammies, that's the only thing I can think of.
He's gonna go Sunfire into Fimbulwinter, and then.
I wonder why it's not a Heartsteel angle here. I don't know anything about top, so don't.
I'm telling you, it's because Sunfire gives you more like urgency like earlier in the game if you're ahead.
I don't know. People are building Heartsteel in the jungle because of how good it is. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's just a better item. But Tyr stacking up pretty well. I know Skarner, especially after the nerfs, I'd imagine has some mana issues, so Tyr has to feel pretty good. Janna looking to roam mid. Like I said, really well played by Yume so far. Able to not die to any of this mid nonsense. As I say that, oh my gosh. Wow. Well played by Yume. Absolutely smurfed on him.
I mean, that's kind of what you want to see too, coming from blue side. Like, they capitalize off a roam too and get like 3 plates bottom, or 2 to 3 probably.
Now the grub's coming in, just picking up plates for the Jinx. Has to feel good. They could just take tower here. I think Sivir's so far back. They're just gonna take tower. Like John is dead. Yon's coming down, but he doesn't have ult. Like he's not gonna do too much. There goes the tower. This is really gonna like slow the game down for it's gonna accelerate the game for blue. They're able to just rotate mid, and that'll like lane phase is over. Like Yume did a great job surviving, and now bot lane should be able to go mid, and that's that. So far,
definitely
really well played by blue.
It's definitely more scary for Lux to be on his side against Yon, but.
Yeah, but you think they just straight up send Yon bot now?
I mean,
like right now, it'd be kind of troll because their bot lane is still there right now.
Yeah.
They were able to stop the Emilio back, so Emilio is a different back timer than Jinx at the moment. But here's Lux, and I do imagine that Lux will be laning bot lane versus the Sivir and Janna. Yeah, I do think that Reklats needs to start getting involved. He's farming up. He's about to finish up his Leandries, but he's got to start making something happen here.
I think that blue side just needs to play off of their 2 item power spikes. I think when that Skarner gets Fimbulwinter, he's gonna be pretty fucking unkillable.
You know what? You were right. Sunfire is picked up by the Skarner. It should be Rift Herald picked up by blue side. I don't imagine Reds can contest. They do have Janna coming up and Yone, but the bot lane from blue is also here. And that's a Kraken
Yeah.
Slayer Jinx. That's a lot of damage coming out.
I don't think that Rift Hero is an objective you fight over when you're only up. I feel like it's just too much of a risk at this point for them. Maybe go for a smite steal, but
Oh, there we go. Oh,
oh, he had it.
I feel like they could have coordinated that Jinx ult and Smite a little bit better. Could be Renekton going down. Nope. Alright, opting to save ult. Renekton kinda is not having a good time up here. He did complete the cleaver, but I don't think that he does any damage to Skarner anyways. Alright, able to get some good damage down on the mid tower. Yone is bot lane matching the Lux now. Lux should be able to pick up. What is Lux building? That's okay, Ludens. I kind of feel like I want to see Malignance here instead. That just gives you like free ults. Be able to just ult to clear the wave on cooldown basically, but you know, Ludens will do more damage for just regular abilities.
I think Luden's pretty standard.
My games I personally see a lot more Malignance. And with how it's been going down, I think it just makes more sense. Like, you know, Lux walks back to lane here and immediately ults the wave.
Yeah, I mean, she's just looking to not interact.
Right. And I think with Malignance, you just kind of get to do that more often.
Yeah.
Was that Brand ult burned? No, it's just E. Sivir ult
Definitely.
burned. TP coming in by... Well, Spooky Action is TPing with about
they could get a
quarter
6.
HP. Okay, nice ult by J4.
Yeah,
J4 going deep. Yone having to E out. Brand ult on the back line. Whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, he missed the Skarner out there, which sucks.
Renekton having to ult. Yeah, I agree, Swice. I think I would have liked to see first strike, just like last game.
P-Rob wants them to go in so bad right now.
See, Malignance there gets a kill. Just saying.
I feel like Paradox played so safe. Really.
I mean, they're just all walking away with Sivir and Janna, but this is huge by blue. They get the nice soul, so no longer a soul point.
First strike, Malignant strike kills there. Yeah, probably.
I agree, but you know, you can't really fault Yume. She's playing a solid game so far.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know if Cam's in the chat, but, you know.
Yeah, we're not saying anything.
Yeah.
Resident Lux player. We're not asking you about a build, bud. We're saying you're on Lux duty.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, back to the game. Blue side slowly getting a gold lead here. Up about 2.5k. Did they take mid turret off the back end of that dragon?
I didn't pay attention. I was looking at chat, but
We'll
say they did.
The tower's gone, yep. Now Skarner laning into the Yone. I don't think that's any better for Yone. If anything, it's probably a little bit worse. Skarner just has so much armor. He should be able to pick up the Fimbulwinter here on this back. Once he has that completed, he is just not going to be dying anytime soon.
Yeah, and they'll definitely be able to push objectives then, I think.
Yep. They got the dragon, which is huge. And Cloud on blue side is pretty nice. Helps out their engage, helps out the Skarner. Helps out the Jinx. It makes Jinx be able to auto more.
I do think a lot of the weight this game is going to be put on Recolets too, to make like for a lot of the damage.
Yeah, it's been hard for them to access backline so far, right? I mean, we kind of mentioned that. It's like their only dive is Brand ult and Yone ult. Other than that, they have really no backline access. I mean, I guess they are kind of front to back with the Sivir Brand, but...
Should be a top tower here.
Yeah, Renekton's not close. Scrubs take down the dragon. To about a 3k gold lead now. Yep, 4 people bottom. Typical stuff.
Super hard. Just run at him. Fatty said just run at him.
We love the run at him engage. Very, very effective. Oh, Jarvan potentially caught out here.
Yeah, I think he just flashes and he's
Oh,
fine.
the Andy flash was something.
That is flash down though, so he's not gonna be. It's like a little bit harder to get to backline now, I guess. But
Okay, Rift Herald coming in bot, potentially a tower coming in for the red side. Yep, Lux LT coming in to clear the wave again. Blue side needs to be careful. That should be Jarvan going down.
yeah,
It's a little bit over aggressive there. He kind of just got to, you know, they did a good job clearing the Herald out. Like, there's no reason to go in there.
he on flash 2450. Tusk Crusader said.
Yeah, that was definitely a questionable flash. TP coming in from the Lux to clear top. Yeah, 2k gold lead. They're definitely keeping it close. It's a win con, and Andy did pick up a kill there in the back end. So he should
I just think
be
blue side.
getting close to Infinity Edge, I believe. I guess everyone says that Yone is mixed damage. I kind of don't buy it, but I guess between the Yone and the Brand, that is a majority of their damage, so MR should be potent. You know, I would like to see Ninja Tabbies maybe, but I don't know. Merc Treads are never necessarily bad. Yeah, it looks like Andy is going towards Infinity Edge next. Third item, I'd like to see maybe a defensive item like a Jack Show or something like that, just to make it tough for him to get traded. Because at the end of the day, blue side is kind of low damage. Their only damage sources being Lux and Jinx, really.
Dragon is coming up in 2 minutes, so we'll see how teams are able to get in here and get vision.
Yep. Early vision being set up by both sides. I would like to see blue just shove out mid here. Looks like red will pick up top turret here. No one's there to match the Renekton.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, Jarvan clearing out more vision. Dragon coming up in 8 seconds.
I definitely think if you're looking to back, you should back now.
Renekton does have TP and top lane is pushed in, so that's pretty well done by the side of red to get that prio, but it's going to be hard for them to get in here.
Wait, are our dragon timers off, or am I like reading that wrong?
Yeah, you're reading wrong.
I was reading it wrong.
Yep.
It's the middle one, got it.
You're reading fucking blue buff.
I read blue buff, yeah. Whoops.
Another dragon picked up by blue. Red was just late rotating. They did pick up top turret, so gold is getting closer. Only a 1.5k gold lead for blue now.
Yeah, I think item-wise, I do think that blue is slightly ahead right now, so I mean, giving the dragon there isn't like terrible if you're just trying to scale.
I feel like they're picking up Merc Treads solely for brand, which does feel kind of crazy. I would like to see the tabbies, like Dust is saying. Between the Yone, the Sivir, and the Renekton, that's a lot of auto attackers. And I think if you're like worried about brand, I think you're just better off going Swifties. That sounds kind of crazy, but it's really the Rylai's slow that is so potent on brand. Not so much the CC, not so much the stun. But I also don't think Swifties is necessarily the play here. I'd like to just see tabbies. CS about even actually on both sides. Jungle's up about 30 CS. Other than that, good flash by Yuumi.
Good chase here, I think.
I think Janna's just way too fast. And they burned Jarvan. Oh no, they still have Jarvan ult, but I think Jarvan ulting the Janna is kind of troll. She still has ult as well. Spell shielding the flag. Interesting. Jinx being up in CS has to feel good. She does have Infinity Edge now. She will be doing big damage. Should be going LDR third. It just Definitely the most damage.
I think he may need to just be on his side here. I think catching wave is just
Getting an XP,
probably.
yeah, it's going to be beneficial. Lux
Because
actually
right
up
now,
a
I mean,
level on the Yone.
yeah, which
Kind of surprising to see that. I guess with all the people mid, it kind of took some XP.
I'm not gonna lie. I really like blue side's odds right now. I am like team P Rob. I mean I think him being 1-0 is all I needed to see.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
got. He's even in items with Sivir somehow. I'm not sure if that's just through like global gold or what, but pretty much dead even in items. And the Infinity Edge is picked up by Yone. He will be doing a lot of damage now. And like I said, I would like to see him build a defensive item here. I'd like to see Jack show, but you know, there's so many items you can build on Yone. You can't really build a bad item on that guy. Lots of pings, posturing towards Baron. Baron is a big objective. I don't think that either team can just randomly start it up though, because of how even the game is. Only a 1k
no, I
gold
think
lead.
I imagine Dragon's just the next fight, but
I'm curious to see if either team prioritizes the dragon. Like I said, with it being Cloud Soul, it's not, like, in my opinion, not the most impactful dragon. Again, the stats might say otherwise, but Cloud Soul is just kind of underwhelming in my opinion.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
It's not like a big Infernal Soul or Hextech Soul that has, like, you know, or even Ocean Soul. Doesn't have, like, the huge effect.
yeah.
Yay, Raptor's being picked up. Both ADCs farming pretty well. Jarvan clearing vision. Yume could get caught out here, but I don't know if Yone does enough damage to one-shot.
He
Oh,
does.
he could. He definitely could have ulted in there. I feel like after Lux Burn Flash.
I think she hits snare if he tries ulting instead of eating back, but
That is a killing ult. If it burns Lux Flash either way, so that'll be potential for kill in the future. Lux is starting to struggle a bit in the side lane. Sivir ult burned, maybe not necessary, but just guaranteed safety. Jinx going towards RFC, it looks like. I kind of would have liked to see an LDR here just for the sake of doing more damage. You know, RFC does feel good because it gives you more crit and more attack speed, which is, you know, what Jinx wants, but... Oh, Johnny is in rough shape here.
just burns the flash, which
You know,
I mean, that's why you got it, you know.
red side should be able to secure this dragon. Blue team's going to have a hard time running into the Brand, Sivir, Yone. TP coming in by Renekton. This will be a good zoning on TP. They have to respect it.
Ooh, Luck's gonna hit there
Yep,
really
oh,
bad.
really huge Yone ulti there. Yone ult wipes out the entire team.
Jinx get a reset, but
Jinx just doesn't do enough damage to Renekton. Yeah, that was a huge engage by the Yone. Really well played with the flash or with the ulti. Able to connect on at least 3 of them.
I think they just push mid here and try to get something off.
I
From
mean,
the Drag's already dead. Fuck. Never
yeah,
mind.
the dragon is picked up by red. Gold lead for red side now.
Yeah.
Really well played. That's exactly what they needed. Their only engage is Yone, and Yone was able to find the engage.
Yeah, I kind of feel like blue kind of has to be like more so the aggressors this game in terms of like engage. I feel like if you just like give Andy enough time to like set up an ult like that,
He'll
it's gonna
find
be
one,
bad.
right? He'll find one eventually. Skarner
Yeah,
and
the Janna Q is really good last team fight.
Janna is just a good
Okay.
facilitator. Janna can like kind of stop the nonsense that blue team wants to do. Janna kind of completely stops the blue side engage. Skarner has to run in a straight line at them. Jarvan has to like essentially run in a straight line. Like, there's no like Malphite ult or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or an ulti. There's no like actual long range engage. It's all just kind of running at people on both sides. And the Jarvan EQ, but again, Janna does a really good job of stopping that.
Skarner is on 3 items now, which is
Yeah, did pick up the Kanik. He should be able to deal with the brand a bit better. Probably gonna finish the Thornmail next, I'd imagine. Really, really good game. So only 8 kills in a 30-minute game. I feel like it's actually
Yeah.
been interesting though, for sure.
I just feel like it's gonna be
Oh,
really
this could
hard for
be
blue to
this is
move.
probably a dead Lux here. No flash burn from the last
Yeah.
time in side lane. Yep. So now,
I think.
with Andy having TP, this is definitely a Baron angle for red side. Someone has to answer this. 3 people are on him. They should be starting Baron right now. Jana takes the back. Andy might just fall here. They're not gonna get anything off the backside. Oh,
No, he
okay.
just falls out. Yeah.
Flash burned.
And they lose the Baron for a nude.
Now they're starting up Baron. They see Jarvan bot. They don't do too much damage to this. Skarner could potentially do something here. He doesn't do the most damage, but with Baron getting buffed a couple patches in a row now, Baron actually does do damage. They should just look to engage on this Skarner.
Yeah. I mean, Skarner ults
Oh,
here.
Skarner 3-man ult. Johnny with the EQ onto Brand. Brand should fall here. Flash is out. Brand doing a million damage. Johnny falling.
And Yune's there now. Oh, P-Rob in the backline though.
Oh, comes Yon. Yon engaging. Yon missing Q. Yon's out of there. Jinx is dead to Brand. Wow. Hello, game. Oh, Yon potentially falling.
Oh my goodness. That was bad.
Crazy fight. Okay, wow. Look at all these low health bars of red side. Really well played. No, 3 for 0 plus the Baron. Could look to pick up Cloud Soul here in just about a minute and a half. Yeah, blue side is unable to find any good engages here. Andy really well played in the side lane, picking the Lux, forcing 3 bottom. Able to pick up the Baron. TP'd in. Won the team fight.
I mean, if Skarner's able to get 3-man ults like that in the future, when maybe Lux isn't like dead and P-Rob has ultimate.
Really needed the LDR right here. Like, it does so much more damage than an RFC. Like, I get the RFC feels good, but man, that item is kind of trash. Even with like the somewhat minimal armor, it just like the Giant Slayer passive alone gets so much value. And now that Randuin's picked up by the Yon. Potentially a Wit's End next, but I'd imagine probably a Bork. Johnny gonna fall again. It's so hard for Jarvan to do anything in this game. He just gets one shot by the Brand and can't ever engage on anything because of Janna.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a throw for me.
Yeah, Johnny's just kind of engaging with no team around. I'm not entirely sure what the plan was there.
Like right before drag, I mean, like you said,
Yeah.
I guess Cloud is not that.
It's not the most impactful, but I mean, hey,
But
it's a soul. Alright, Lux ulti, a little bit too early. Dragon Soul secured by the red side. Now they're ahead 3k. They were down most of the early game, but now they are in gold lead and with Soul and with Baron. Should be in a good position to pick
yeah,
up some towers here. Maybe back and pick up the top tier 2 as well.
yeah, let me get mid as well.
Oh, mid is
I mean,
literally 1
mid's-
HP.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like they're taking their backs. They got the bot tower. They can pick up the top tower, pick up the mid tower. Let's get all the gold on the map. Oh, Yon
good engage
potentially.
here.
Yon
Really
should fall
good.
here. Alright, shutdown does go to Skarner. You don't. That's not ideal,
It's not terrible though.
but
I mean, just looking at nameplates, it's not bad. But
I just don't know how much Skarner does in this into their team comp as well. Is Sornek tanky or damage with this build? Yep. I agree with Mike. Yes, he is both.
the answer is yes. It looks like he's going fucking with Bramble, like right now. So
Some kind of armor item. Potentially. I'd like to see him build a Randuin's here just to really reduce the Jinx damage. That's the only threat so far. And with Jinx, like I would hope that's an LDR coming in next. If that's a Bloodthirster, we have some problems. Really good game 1, you know? 35-minute game. Well played by both sides.
good CS numbers.
Yeah, high quality game. Baron coming up in just under 2 minutes. The Echoes of Hylia. I hardly see this item nowadays.
There's the LDR.
LDR is picked up by the Jinx. That should help out a lot. But I feel like Jinx is not able to get much damage off. How do I check secondary runes? I have to click on all these fuckers to see. If I do, we're not checking Gathering, I'm sorry. Okay. 500 healing. 700 healing. I guess Echoes is actually a bit better than that.
P-Rob gets good resets here for sure.
As I'm checking all these stats, a huge team fight's happening. P-Rob picking up a kill. Lux picking
And
up a
he's
kill.
just silencing.
Yon applying pressure in the bot.
Even with the gold lead though, I do feel like red is still probably looking to side lane.
Yeah, Yon is
So,
a
I mean-
huge, like, who answers Yon in the side lane on the side of blue?
Yeah, like Skarner's probably, I imagine, the only
All
one.
that Skarner does is just stonewall it. He has no kill pressure. Like, he's just kind of there. Which I guess essentially does stop it, but... Yeah, Bloodthirster on Sivir is, I mean, not terrible. Like, with more AD, she's just able to front to back better. And she already has the LDR picked up. I don't hate it. You know, I could see maybe an attack speed item like a PD, but just having the raw AD with the bouncing blades is not the worst thing.
I mean, he's just there to hit R anyway, so.
Essentially, but he does do some damage. I mean, he has 313
I
CS.
know, I'm just memeing.
Let's look at the gold here. He's about even in gold with the Jinx, so about down 1k. Mid is about 1k difference. Jungle is over 2k difference. Top lane about 1k, and support about 800. Baron coming up in about... Oh, Baron is up. So red side should be able to pick up the Baron here with Andy having TP.
And bottom turret just fell, so.
Yeah,
I mean, Andy
is
could
open.
realistically pressure here, but I think he's just opting to back TP. Oh, he's gonna stay.
He can just pressure it. He has TP up,
Yeah.
and Lux
And
cannot match.
Lux never matches, yeah.
Reason he's backing now is they don't have vision on blue side right now, so they could all be on him at the moment. Obviously, we know that they're not, but... Okay, Yon opting to push another wave.
This is like, I feel like this is like one of those games when they're just like, who wants to match the Yone? And they're just sending Yume down there. I just don't know.
At least she has flash this time around. Blue side starting up Barons feels kind of crazy here. Alright, no. Fuck the inhib, we're going over here.
I think Lux gets engaged on inhib here.
Okay, this is happening still. They're still just tanking the Baron. This
They're
should
gonna
be,
take it. Oh, that's a dead Lux.
that should be Lux falling, rooted up. Okay, less than 1 HP, back to the Baron fight. Baron's down to about half. Baron's resetting. Brand ult coming out. Big damage from Brand. Stunned up. Knock up.
I think they're able to space out a lot of the ults there. I feel like.
Inhib going down.
Lux gets.
Big engage by the red side. Miss Skarner ult. Alright, back to directed. See what happens here. Ooh, Elder coming up soon. Elder in 25. Red side starting up the Baron again. Blue side all in base. Red side should pick up this Baron. We should be able to recall and pick
Really
up Elder as
fast.
well. Yeah. Sivir doing a lot of Baron damage with the Kraken with the almost 5 items. Bloodthirster picked up. Zeal, oh, Red Pot picked up. This should be a free Elder. Blue team's starting the Elder. They're essentially just leashing it for them. Milio going down. Red Pot not used. Red Pot just in the inventory.
Definitely had a Lux angle there.
Skarner peeling for the Jinx. Renekton is soloing the Jinx. It should be Skarner going down here.
Yeah.
Yep. Down goes Jinx. Elder picked up. Down goes Skarner.
That's game. Damn, dude.
Really well played by both sides though. 19 kills in a 40-minute game. A lot of macro going on. A lot of team play going on. Just overall well played game by both sides.
Yeah, I think they just ran into an issue where they didn't really have anyone to match the Yone, and they weren't able to like
Yeah, Yon was a
handle the
problem in the
pressure
side
from
lane.
the.
You know, Yume was able to weather the storm early, picked up a kill on the Janna, but just late game Yon just became too much. But yeah, really good first game.
Yeah, I think they. I don't know.
I feel like not banning the brand was a bit of an oversight. Get this garbage out of here. P-Rob doing
Well, we
big
can't play
damage.
it now, so.
P-Rob with 37k. Johnny struggled a bit that game. Let's go ahead and hop into game 2. We'll look at the graph real quick before we hop in there. Big damage coming out of Jinx.
Yeah, I think MVP for me there is probably.
Gotta be Andy, just the way he played side lane.
Andy.
Like,
Yeah.
side lane kind of won them the game.
I mean, Recklapse is like a quiet second for me, probably. He
Yeah.
just kind of farmed and made sure he was in a good position, but
Yeah, overall well played game 1.
I definitely think it was a little bit blue side favored originally, but I think a couple like bad throws, and I think Perfect Johnny had a little couple personal throws as well.
Johnny was going in, bro. He
Yeah.
was going in. Yeah, I would like to see a carry top this game. Like, I feel like blue side does lack damage outside of Jinx, which, you know, kind of explained the damage graph a bit. So, you know, if Paradox picks up like a Jax that wasn't banned away game, like, at all, could potentially pick that up and just be a menace in the side lane. He can match, you know, in that game, if he was on a carry top, he could be the one matching Andy, you know?
Chime into the shit talk channel, shall we? Where's the screenshot? Hmm.
Alright, stream is ready. Hop into game 2. Mid lane, Lux ain't it.
I mean, there was a goal. Like, I understand, like, just let her pick a champion that doesn't have to interact, and like,
I think Lux
just
played.
hope for the best.
I think Lux
Yeah, I
played
think
very well, to be honest.
I think she played pretty well. I just think, I mean, you just got into a 40-minute game with a Yone who can side lane, which is.
She weathered the storm early game and put the team in a spot where they could win the game. You know, she absorbed a lot of pressure. Even got a kill on the Janna. Was even in gold. Yeah, true. They didn't team fight as much as maybe they could have, but I think just with the way that their team comp was constructed, it was hard for them to really do anything.
I think maybe instead of like playing the objective and letting the Lux side lane with the Yone, I think it might have been better to like try to get the Yone like caught out in the side lane and then either, you know, miss the objective or kill the Yone and be able to do it 4v5. But it's definitely like a hard angle for them to play.
Alright, Gwen ban coming in hot. Makes sense. Paradox is best champion. Off the table. I imagine they go with the same bans.
Yeah, I mean, not to change much. He can't be on brand this game either, so I mean,
Yeah,
I imagine they just ban the Viego Vigar again.
yeah, I think that's effective. Maybe they pick an early mid this time, just to, you know, guarantee a priority champion for Andy. But and they don't have counter pick either, so maybe just picking up an early mid is, you know, beneficial.
I mean, what is open though is the Diana Yasuo. If they decide to leave that open,
I would hate to see that, 'cause you know what that means? That means some cringe shit in the bot lane.
yeah, like Karma, Seraphine, or something.
Seraphine,
Probably.
Sona, some crazy shit. Yeah. Viego ban, and I'd imagine the third ban is probably Vigar again. This is probably gonna be a Fiora ban if I had to guess.
Recklapse does play a lot of Skarner though too, so I'm curious if like maybe they opt to not ban. the
Yes,
Vigar here, which I
Andy
think,
did win game 1.
yes, anyone.
Fjordband comes out.
No Jax ban, which,
Yeah, I think that they're leaving the Jax up with like the knowledge of Gragas being such a potent counter.
yeah, I mean,
I
it,
imagine Spooky can probably pilot
counters, I
Gragas.
feel like counters get thrown around a lot, but you gotta look at like the nameplates and who's playing the champions. I just feel like
Skarner band coming out.
I don't know if I've ever seen Spooky play Gragas. I'm sure. I mean,
No,
maybe the matchup is that easy,
it
but
is. You literally, if you see Jax using his spinny move, you E him, and then he can't do anything.
yeah.
It's really that simple. He jumps on you, you E, and they can't play. Oh, Ash. Well, we already know what blue side's picking up.
Ash Leona.
Ryan, are you okay, buddy? Nobody is flaming anybody. Zeri picked up for P-Rob. I like it. It's a nice hard carry, one of P-Rob's best champions. You know, I feel like creating a win con is so important for these teams. And now with red team picking up Zeri, that's just, you know, a very definitive win con. I'd like to see the Lulu.
I think they're gonna. I hope that they pick top. I hope he just blinds top because I really feel like him getting on a champion that he can like really hard carry on
Yeah, because you already know
is
that
more important.
2 more top bands are coming out.
Like you could play for counter pick, but
Leona picked up. Vigar picked up. Like I was saying, you can kind of blind pick Vigar without much fear.
yeah,
You know,
I guess they could pick mid here. I don't know if like Cassidon's like a good angle if maybe they do a role swap or I mean I don't know if
Cassidon is like in theory a good pick, but unless someone on red side plays Cassidon, Cassidon's a hard champion to just pick up. It doesn't function the way that like, you know, other mid laners function.
opting for the Camille here.
I imagine that's going top.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty solid pick. Able to split, able to team fight.
Yeah. It is going to be very hard for Camille to get into anything here though, with already so much CC picked up by the blue side.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just ban jungle here. Probably.
And jungle. I think if anything you're going to be banning out.
I was talking about P-Rob's or Paradox's team banning jungle.
I think Poppy. I guess Poppy is potentially a jungle ban, yeah.
Yeah, he's been playing it a lot jungle.
Okay, Malphite ban makes sense. I'm assuming that's a good counter into Camille.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter about the lane matchup if you're playing Malphite. I feel it's just you're there to
Hit R, yeah.
hit R. Yeah.
What was the top lane they picked last time? Cassidon is going to be banned out, which, you know, in theory makes sense, but I just don't think that anyone on the red side plays Cassidon.
I mean, Perfect Johnny does, but I mean, he's been playing jungle, so I don't know.
Sylas left open. I think I would have rather seen a Sylas ban than a Cassidon ban, but you know, I understand. Sylas not being picked up.
Syndra. I'm not sure if I've ever seen
You may play Syndra.
Yume play Syndra.
Yeah, I guess we'll
So
find
I
out.
guess
Let's see.
that does kind of make me feel like it's
What did they pick? They picked Zac, right? There's no way they picked Zac into Camille, right? That has to be a terrible
no.
matchup.
No, Zach will lose that, I think.
Maokai.
Yeah, that's a cringe pick.
I think
He loses
Maokai?
that, by the way. Camille's gonna shit on Maokai, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I feel like there's an
Wait.
interaction where he can W or E or something, I would imagine. Maybe I'm wrong, but Kane. Interesting. I guess that kind of functions like Viego. Personally, I'd love to see a blue Kane here, but I would imagine it's going to be a red Kane.
Yeah, but even if he W's onto the E, I just don't think that it's a good matchup. I think Camille just like
Gragas.
is gonna be able, like, this is like another game where
Gragas
like
jungle?
it's
Interesting.
looking like it. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we'll ask everyone's favorite question. Nameplates off. Which team comp do you like more?
I think I actually go towards red side here, just because I don't think that anyone can really match Camille later in the game besides like
Maybe
a
Kane?
Vigar. Well, I guess yeah, like Vigar is able to just kill the wave, right?
Hmm.
And then
Correct.
Kane,
Yeah.
I guess Kane could match if he's like
Really
fed and
strong.
farmed.
Yeah, if he
Yeah.
goes red Kane with
Yeah.
Conqueror, potentially.
But like anytime your jungler's matching like
A
the
side lane.
Camille,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess not good for you, right?
Right.
Like
We don't.
I just feel like the Maokai pick is a little bit out of place.
I mean, it makes sense with all the CC. They're definitely a heavy team fight comp, you know?
Yeah, I mean they're gonna play for team fights and objectives.
No, Ash Arrow
Seems
is
to be
like
there.
the best engage in the game, just about. You can ulti out of fog. You can ulti from anywhere, right? And then
And
there's so much follow up.
I I like the I also liked red side more when I thought Johnny was mid, but I'm not positive that it's him mid with the Gragas getting picked. So
Yeah, I'm curious about the I feel like Gragas is not a great jungler, and I don't really know what Gragas does here. Like, I guess there's a lot of no mobility like carries on the side of in memory of Paul. You know, the Ashe and the Vigar, both no mobility mids, or both no mobility carries. I'm sorry. So Gragas can do misplace them. Create some mayhem there.
I think I want to bet on this game.
Wow.
I don't
L
know what
Quickcaster.
I don't know what I want to bet though.
Definitely not many points being thrown on this game. Only like 20k combined.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough game to.
It's so 50-50, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that was a very close game. Memory Paul was able to pick up game one, but it was a really
Oh,
competitive game.
by the way, them losing that last game like solidified that even if they were to win out, we would be tied with them.
Yeah, I think there's only one undefeated team left, the Tigers.
It what? No, it was. Yeah, I thought. Because I think every other team's lost.
I don't think
Or I
the
guess maybe Scott's team.
no
I think Scott's team might.
they lost a couple games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they lost. They
No.
went 1-1 in their last series, and I think they went 1-1 with someone else if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
But no,
Go red.
I think Tigers are the only team that are undefeated at the moment.
You guys should. Dude, I want to bet who everyone's betting though.
Well, I
We
think
gotta play
the
the
game
odds
is
on this
over,
one,
bro.
you know. Yeah, it is. But
Okay, my prediction. I think blue team wins the game. Just throwing that out there. I think red team's gonna struggle team fighting. They have a bunch of good champions for themselves, just cohesively. I don't know. I don't like their team comp as a whole. I think blue team. We've seen them on these picks before 100 times. We know what they're gonna do. It's all very straightforward. CC somebody, CC them 17 more times, they die. They have a lot of
yeah.
single target damage between the Vigar and the Ashe. Like, we've seen them do this. I don't think they've lost with a team comp like this yet. So,
Yeah, I mean,
personally, I think blue is gonna pick up the dub here, but it will be a close game.
I guess Vigar. I mean, I guess Gragas does have somewhat of a place in the comp where I guess he can like maybe try to get the Vigar like caught off guard with ult and like get him in a bad position for him to get
Yeah.
engaged on. But other than that, I don't think that.
So it does look like Johnny's gonna go a more AP heavy Gragas build. He does have the Dark Harvest. First strike on the Yume, I like that. Arclats with Dark Harvest, potentially a blue Kane angle here. But I do know that Kane recently has been going Dark Harvest for blue or red, because it just, it can function with both. So potentially
Yeah,
could be either Kane.
I
But
think blue.
Welcome
I
to
think
Summer
blue goes
Night.
hard with their team. Because I mean, they're gonna have front line from Leona and the Maokai, right?
30 seconds until minions
shit, they're
spawn.
invading and I'm playing with the scoreboard. Okay, time controls going off. Chat, objective timer. Time controls. Alright, good to go.
Oh, you have to restream, by the way, on Discord.
Oh, alright, give me a second for that. Alright. Okay, saying go easy on me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
I
that's
just
gonna be.
realized, hey, Sedge Lover is in the top lane. Spooky Action is back in his home in the bot lane.
I think that makes sense. I think Spooky's more of an Ashe player, right, than Sedge.
Yeah, Sedge Lover is definitely
Yeah, zoom out a little.
Oh, yep, alright, that one I forgot. There we
I
go.
guess that makes it a little bit a better matchup in the top lane. 'Cause I do think this Maokai is gonna absolutely shit on in the side lane, especially if he's the one matching. But
Last season, Sedge Lover played really solid on Maokai throughout the entire season. Spooky
yeah.
Action was the community Ashe one trick.
I love to see people move around roles, you know. Big
No,
endorser of that.
that's
So,
cringe, bro.
yeah. Yeah. I love to see people flexing and shit.
Shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
Curious to see how the Spooky and Yumi bot lane is. I don't know how much I've seen of this bot duo. So far, very typical stuff going on. No one doing anything crazy. Oh, Leona engaging onto the Zeri. Zeri losing about half her HP. Good trade by the blue side. Paradox engaging onto the Maokai. Oh, mid lane getting ganked at 2 minutes 40 seconds. Gragas shows up for a counter.
I don't even think Andy had cage there. So I mean, them getting flash is crazy.
Yeah, that's really not good for Syndra.
And it's just so easy for. I mean,
Andy's team picked up game 1.
it was really close though.
Yeah. Okay, Maokai with some good trades onto the Camille. Camille is up a health pot on Maokai, so there must have been a trade that heavily favored the Camille.
I've seen this before.
I do think this will be mid dying. No flash on the Syndra. Flash Unite burned by the Leona. First blood over to Andy.
Yeah.
No flash on a mobile mage versus Vigar is so miserable.
I feel like that's just like textbook like Leona roaming and no one really noticing. But
Yeah. Yeah, well played by Yumi bot. You know, effective roam, used both sums, but secured first blood for Vigar. Should be in a good spot to carry this game. And Ashe just able to collect the wave under turret, get some solo XP. Only down, 10 CS plus the wave crashing in. Probably will only be down about a wave. Oh yeah, if you ever played against this team, you know how this is how it goes.
ooh, good. Oh, I feel like EW.
Queued into the tower.
I'm not gonna. I don't like saying stuff like that. But.
I mean, queuing into tower might have gotten a tower hit or two, but I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. Again, big wave coming into the Maokai. He'll be able to pick that up. Camille taking it back. Syndra still no flash for about 2.5 minutes. She's going to have a rough time. Leona already coming back towards mid. Let's look at the gold real quick. Mid up about 400. Gold's not really worth looking at this early in the game. Only gold difference is the kill, really. Here comes Kane mid now. They're not all the vision. Kane potentially looking for a bot gank here.
I think it's good, yeah.
I think Lulu will fall here. Even with flash and heal, I think she goes down. Yep. Kill over to Recklats on the Kane. Maokai ahead in XP up top. It's level 6, taking beneficial trades into the Camille. Oh, Andy running over to the Grubs. Gragas is going to fall down. Gragas flashes into the Maokai ult. Gragas going down. Kill secured by Maokai. Johnny is, I don't know, maybe mid lane is where you need to be at, brother. Okay, good.
Surely that's illegal, right?
Good counter engage. Not enough damage out of the Lulu Zeri. It's too early in the game. They don't have any items yet. Good job by Maokai, just stonewalling this lane so far, taking good trades, getting grasp off. Should scale well into the game. Already has his Bammies. Should be able to get this wave in.
He's gonna freeze, I imagine. Yeah.
I don't think he really can. Grub's picked up by Kane. Kane's in the area, so if they really wanted to break this freeze, Kane can come up, QW the wave, and, wave's in a good spot again. But I think he's still in a good spot. Looks like they're angling for a dragon. Okay, 3 Grubs picked up by blue. Trying to trade the dragon. Ligar coming down, Leona coming down. They're just like so low level. They're all level 5. No one on the red side has their ults yet. Ashe is 6. Ligar is 7. Kane is 6. And, red team essentially just leashing dragon. Yeah, I don't know, Demi. Feels like I don't really like the Gragas pick this game. It's just still early. Maybe he'll pull off some good Gragas plays. Syndra clearing some vision, trying to keep herself safe. Her flash is back up, so that's big engage by bot lane. Just a level advantage here. Like this will be Zeri falling down. Kill secured by the Leona. Should be Lulu falling as well. Leona goes down. Kill goes over to Lulu. Tower plate picked up by Ashe. I'd like to point out that P-Rob does not have cleanse either. So all you people in the chat, cleanse is a bad summoner spell. Confirmed.
True.
Camille engaging on Maokai. Maokai doing Maokai things. Pretty sure Camille's healing Maokai.
Nah, Camille's looks really good. Trying to get him off the wave, I think.
Leona's here. I think that Paradox saw Leona. Could be wrong. No ping's coming out, so maybe they don't know if she's here. Okay, able to get the wave in.
I just don't, I mean...
Nice stun from Yume. Eats a couple of poke. Ashe looking to recall. Picked up. Yeah, not able to recall yet. Man, top lane looks miserable. How do people play this garbage roll?
You just don't play it.
Hello, Bubba. Lulu not shielding this area. There is the shield after the tower hits. Gragas clearing some vision bot lane. Not much going on. Next dragon in about 2.5 minutes. Syndra landing a good stun on the Vigar. No follow-up. Paradox is up about 35 CS. So that is a pretty large CS difference. Oh, good gank by the Gragas. That's a dead Ashe. Nice combo by Johnny. Like I was saying, with no flash on the Ashe and like the immobile carries, that's like you know, pretty textbook Gragas.
You did as many substances as possible to call the places. Yeah, so whenever in our games, whenever Cam's playing top, it's
Oh, Ashalt
ridiculously
misses.
cooked.
Oh,
No, that's a
ooh.
dead Syndra.
Good combo by Syndra to knock Kane into the turret, but just not enough. Goes down to the Vigar ult.
Yeah, it does look like it's gonna be a blue cane too.
Potentially, yeah, it is lethality picked up. I don't imagine you go lethality with Red Kane, but Zeri picking up a kill is big. This should be 6 grubs picked up for blue side though.
Yeah.
With the dragon coming up in about a minute, they're in a good position to secure that as well. They'll be able to either take the resets here, clear the top side of their jungle. There should be a full item completed for Vigar
Camille.
too. Yep, Archangel picked up. Trinity Force picked up for Camille.
Yeah, I think this is just
Sunfire Cape potentially picked up, or like Tabby's picked up for Maokai, I imagine. Oh, Ward Melt. Okay, starting to go towards Frozen
he's-
Heart.
components. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, Andy also picked up a large rod. He's gonna be doing some big damage.
Yeah, probably going death cap. Second.
Potentially. Yo, Scott, what's going on, buddy?
Scott. Yeah, I feel like Red just needs to play through splitting this game.
It's gonna be so tough. They just have so much, like, Maokai is so hard to split against, he can just do whatever. Syndra's gonna be falling down here. Too much CC. No flash mid into this team is so miserable. How do you even play the game? Oh, Gragas ults late, gets caught in the stun. Gragas is gonna fall here. Gragas flashes. Gragas gets hit by the Ashe ulti. Oh. We gotta do a
Goes from bad to worse.
wellness check on Johnny. Maokai is just out trading Camille. Like, it's so crazy to me. Gonna be down 40 CS and win trades. We love tanks. Dragon being picked up by the blue side. No way for them to contest. Potentially Zeri falling down. Walks up too far. Gets stunned up. Good E over the wall.
Can you do a form check? How close is it? You probably can't see that, right?
No clue.
Yeah.
True. Tanks need buffs. Andy with the Lich Bane. I'm not sure, not Andy. Johnny with the Lich Bane. Not sure if I like that in the jungle. Oh, Syndra
Yeah.
barely able to walk away. Trade's going on the top lane. Rift Herald is up. Blue side could pick that up whenever they feel like it. This game feels a lot more decisive than game 1 did. I feel like blue
Yeah.
side is just way accelerated compared to how they were game 1. Good smite by Reklats, able to get the blue buff. Potentially good team fight for red here. Leona going a bit too deep. Oh, I think
Good Camille roam.
this will be Vigar going down too. Huge shutdown going over to Zeri.
Yeah.
TP coming in top. Yeah, really nice run by Camille. It would have been nice to see the shutdown go over to Paradox. He'd accelerate him a bit, but P-Rob should be feeling good. 3 kills in that big shutdown. He should be able to pick up another item here. I'd imagine he goes Runaan's. Okay, picks up the boots. Is it gonna be another Zeal, or is he gonna go towards a crit item like IE or Quick Blade? Looks like he's going towards IE or Quick Blade. Not the glazed donut.
Oh jeez. I gotta
Well, this guy is being an idiot. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, Herald potentially being picked up here. Looks like red team started it for a second, but opted not to complete it.
I think that fighting right now is probably a mistake, even after winning that.
Syndra has no flash.
Last team
Syndra
fight.
is a non-factor at the moment. She's just gonna get hit by any one of the 17 CCs and just die. Okay, looks like this will be Rift Herald picked up by the blue side. And they should be able to prep for Dragon coming up in about a minute and a half. It is Mountain Soul this game. Herald picked up.
I could use that to break mid immediately if they wanted.
Yeah, they could. Whiffs. Hot tower will be falling down. Is this first tower to red side?
No.
No.
Top side. Top side already had first tower.
2 turrets to 0 actually makes the gold lead not that much. It's only about a 1k gold lead.
Yeah, but I think the
Okay.
goal is right where it needs to be for blue.
It's going down, dashes into the Vigor cage.
I think that's like a 600-700 gold shutdown.
About 500.
Yeah.
Should be mid tower falling, engaging onto Leona. Rift Herald being used. Should be able to take probably 2 turrets here. Really big, really big. Killing it. I don't know if
There's no
Vigor
way he
wants to
goes
be the
in.
one. Okay, good Maokai ult to zone the other team off. Should be another turret falling. Really good Vigor cage.
It just translates to drag too. Be on soul point now.
3 dragon. Dragon spawning in about 15 seconds. Could potentially look for a pick here onto Kayn, but Kayn is just so slippery. Vision being cleared out by the blue side. I just don't see how how red team gets into these team fights. Like Gragas and Camille, but again, it's just like between Maokai and Vigor, it's so hard to get in.
I really think that the answer to that question is you don't. You just hope that Camille is able to be annoying enough to pull like 1-2 people in the side lane. Ooh, Gragas could have a good ulti here.
Also Maokai in, not ideal. Yeah.
That's a dead Camille.
Oh, Camille, well played. Oh, dies to ignite.
Zeri could pop off here, but
There he just has no way to get in through the baby
Yeah.
cage. This could be Dragon picked up. Yep, spooky action is back in the bot lane. Oh, really good team fight by red team. They needed this. If they were able to just give soul point here, it would be really terrible for them, but able to pick up a good team fight and pick up that dragon.
and I think you need to reset immediately. I
Pick up
guess
some
take
waves.
mid wave and
Yeah,
then
pick up some waves and back. Zeri should be on IE now, which is pretty big. I'm personally an IE enjoyer on Zeri. Especially in a game like this where you just need to like burst one target. You're not going to get a lot of value from quick blades, and it's more sustained damage, but I don't think you really want sustained damage versus Vigor and all this other nonsense. And in my experience playing Zeri, IE just always felt better. Quick blade is more for kiting, and like with this comp, if you get stunned, you die anyway, so what are you kiting? IE is picked up by the Zeri. Looks like Ashe is potentially building towards a Firmness. I almost said a fucking Giant Slayer, that's how you know I'm playing too much TFT. Alright, red buff being picked up by red side. Midway being pushed out. Okay, Baron is probably the next big objective. Gonna be hard for either team to do a 20-minute Baron. Although blue is posturing, if they pick Johnny out, this is basically a free Baron. Good ulti, really nice Ashe ult there. That should be a dead Johnny. He's gonna be just get chain CC'd. Really nice ult by Spooky. Yeah, with jungler being down, they can just start up the Baron.
I guess maybe you go for W on Zeri here, but I think it's you probably have more use just going mid, I guess. But
There's just nothing. Like, you know,
yeah,
Syndra maybe could have TP'd, but that's just, I don't know. I don't think that does anything.
just a losing fight. Yeah.
At least with this, she's able to pick up some sidewave farm. Okay, TP being used by Andy, I believe. I don't know if that's a good TP for Andy. He might just go down instantly. Good flash. Andy right back to base. Wasn't able to save the tier 1.
Got dragon coming up in 2 minutes. I can't imagine much will happen. Ooh, I mean,
This Kayn is huge. Profane Hydra, Hubris picked up. Definitely doing some big damage.
yeah, I mean, I think Kayn just suits Rek'Let's playstyle so much too.
It's basically Viego. When Viego gets
Yeah.
burned out. LT goes a little bit wide. But
Really
Syndra's
good in
stuck in the cage.
stun. Oh,
Stun is being forced out to Andy, so Gragas wasn't able to ult. Leona will be going down. P-Rod picking up a kill.
could be good engage after cage here.
Yeah.
They look for it. I mean,
Andy's low with those Anyas, definitely vulnerable. Oh, Paradox is looking for it. I think with Baron recall, there's not much they can do on the backside.
yeah, it's probably just a back at vision angle.
Yeah, definitely start getting some vision towards the dragon that's coming up in just about a minute.
Camille could go top and split, I guess, with the TP up.
She could, she also needs to be there just to facilitate the vision. Like, without Camille being there, it's so hard for them to even walk into their own, like, jungle. Like, last
And Yume's
game,
still able to get good stuns. I mean, I think if Rek'Let doesn't have Zonias there, I actually think that he dies.
last game I feel
Yeah.
like Paradox's team drafted too much frontline. This game I feel like they didn't draft any frontline.
Yeah.
So there's just, like, between oh, really nice ult by Spooky. That's a dead Syndra.
That's a free dragon. Camille should just go top
Spooky's
now.
running some nice ultis. That's what I'm talking about. Ashe ulti, best engage in the game. You can just engage from anywhere for like very quick, very long range.
I can't imagine they try to contest this. I mean, I guess maybe they can try to stall it for
maybe.
20 seconds with TP, but I just
Thought maybe they look for a pick there on the Leona, but opted not to. So that will now be blue team on soul point. They already picked up the Baron. You can look to pick up, like, I'd like to see them go pick up top turret here at some point. Top tier 1 is still up. They're going towards LDR. See, like, this is a game where I don't think you want LDR. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I think LDR on Zeri feels really bad. But, I mean, with all the armor they're building, it makes sense.
what, would you go like Hurricane or something, or
I would probably go some sort of Zeal item, probably a Phantom Dancer or something. I don't know if that's necessarily correct, but I know that in my experience LDR feels terrible. This is a dead Syndra. And she burned Flash, so she is just dead to any CC the next time she spawns.
I think this is just another episode of teams realizing that the Vigar is a dangerous pick for them. You know?
Definitely very potent on the Vigar. Yeah, those Ashe LTs are no joke. Gotta feel good for Spooky being back in the bot lane. After watching top lane last game, I don't even want to think about playing top lane. That shit looks terrible. Johnny overextending a little bit. Good flash by Andy to stay alive.
Good.
QW
Oh,
does
Jesus.
75% of Ragus' health.
P-Rob dies. Yeah.
P-Rob gets the Vigar experience. Oh, looks like Camille's about to get the Vigar experience. Really well played by Maokai to peel for Andy.
I still think. Oh, he blocks the stun too.
Maokai goat. Oh,
They could
and they're just
just
ending the game.
end the game, yeah.
What is going on? They're just chasing Vigar while they're ending the game.
I mean, it's a big shutdown, but
Yeah, but you see, if you lose the game,
Yeah.
the shutdown doesn't matter.
yeah. And
That
Vigar
was
TP's in. That is
Extremely
game.
well played by Sedge there to peel for Andy.
Wow.
No,
I
much
did
more
not expect
decisive
that.
game
That
2 here.
was,
Alright, let's pull up the graph really quick, see what we're cooking. Obviously big damage from Andy. The graph here.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that being said, I think maybe Leona MVP. I mean,
See what
no,
I
I'm
mean?
just playing.
Ash is crazy.
Yeah.
Ash had so much impact on the game, it did 7,500 damage. Like, is that okay? I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
really
think
have
it's just
to.
an Andy MVP angle.
Yeah, we think Andy. We want to get this man in the booth.
Or you could give dual MVP to the support in jungle who,
Facilitated as well. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, he's already in here. Look at
Hello. Wait, I can send in someone else though.
that.
You
No,
can
no, we
send in
want
whoever
you.
you want,
We
buddy.
want you. I like interacting with you.
Okay. Oh, I like
Yeah.
interacting with you too, man.
Thanks.
Crazy. So how are you feeling after that 2-0? This was probably your hardest. I don't know about your hardest game, but this was like
Well,
an interesting matchup. I want to say.
it was definitely that first game was definitely the most intense game that we've played. That was clinical by both teams. We had like 300 CS and like 6 people in that game. It was crazy.
There was like 8 deaths at like 30 minutes or something. It was wild.
Yeah, it was wild. We were like, I was like looking around. I was like, is this like LCS or something kind of Resident Sleeper instead of the Rec League? Because like nothing's happening. We're just farming up. But yeah, no, it was definitely. I mean, these guys are obviously a really, really, really good team. And I think the different, like I would say that actually this was our hardest series, even though we dropped previous games, just because I think we're much better as a team right now than we were when we lost those previous games.
Yeah.
So because we've just we've had more practice and we've gelled more and we've thought more about like what our game plans are. So yeah, definitely big respect to the enemy team. They played really really well, especially game one. Game one was so crazy. I can't believe we won that.
That being said, I mean, you've played. I mean, you haven't played the whole league yet, but
That's true. That's true.
where do you guys think that you're sitting as of as a team? If you
I
had,
will
a
say
personal-
top half at least.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's a given.
we haven't played everyone, and I'll be honest, I'm not the best at keeping track of who all the teams are.
Yeah.
But I think we're definitely competitive. I think we needed to win our series this week to make MST, so I'm happy that we did that because it was looking a little dicey before that. But again, I think we're gelling together as a team more. So I think going into the midseason tournament, I think we're a threat. I don't know if we're going to take the whole thing. We definitely have some rust and a few things to improve on, but I'm really happy, really, really, really pleased with my team's performance this series. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, super proud of these guys. So
Now, was the Ash top or the ADC top role swap, was that like premeditated or did you guys just do that on the fly during the draft?
we have always played kind of utility AD carries.
You don't say.
Particularly last season. So I mean, Ash is just a comfort for both of our flexible AD carry players.
Yeah.
I think when we were looking at the Camille, Zach was. I mean, I'll let Zach speak to this in chat, but he is less comfy into the Camille potentially just because the Malphite got banned out and he already played Renekton.
Yeah.
So then in that situation, we were like thinking Maokai, but he hasn't played Maokai. So then Mana was like, oh yeah, I can play Maokai into that.
Sedge Lovers
He
played the shit out of Maokai.
He played the shit out of that for sure. So, and then I mean, Zach's played Ash, so it worked
Right.
out nicely.
Yeah.
The one thing is that Zach has not played much with Mike.
I was curious about that.
Unibot in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there were a few plays early in that game where the synergy was a little off, just based on comms. I wasn't really watching, but I mean, they worked together very, very well.
Do you have
Really,
Pretty
really
solid
good
game.
picks.
Do
Yeah.
you have like a personal shout out to someone else in your team who maybe like 'cause we gave you MVP, but is there someone else that you like would credit
It's
your
so hard to pick.
top
My teammates
yeah.
are just so goaded. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even memeing. Like Zach has first time topped this season. He's picking like Camille and Renekton and performing like it's wild. He's not like we're trying to put him on tank tuning. He's like, no, I'm a carry player, and he just like in that Elder fight game 1, just completely zoned Jinx and killed her solo with like people diving on him. Like I don't even know. He played out of his mind game 1, and then I mean, Sam was a beast on the brand game 1, held it the fuck down. And then Mike's just the goat. Madov's nutty on the sticks. Like I'm not even trying to cop out. I don't even know. Everyone played so well. I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah. You can ask Mike about having a team that plays around him. He's quite nice.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
No, but I do think that your team has like the players that are on the team know their role and like what they have to do in the game
Feels
to
like a
like
very
play towards their win
cohesive.
con.
It's a very cohesive team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was some of our struggles earlier in the season, but I think we've kind of really aligned on like we go into games kind of knowing the plan and we kind of draft according to that. So I think that's really helped our improvement.
Yeah, it was a solid series for sure. Really well played by both teams.
Who'd you give MVP to the other team?
I'm gonna say P Rob. Dude's a menace. Dude was dropping big numbers in
Played 2
both
solid
games.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially his Jinx game 1 was just terrorized. I mean, I think he did like double any of our damages or some shit like that.
He put up some big numbers for sure.
Yeah. I actually, again, I literally don't even know. Zach 1v9 the last team fight. I didn't even see
He
the guy.
peeled you
And
so
somehow he
hard.
was dead. Yeah. And then game 2, I mean, Paradox played well, I think both games, but I think I'll give it to P Rob. P Rob was a beast.
Yeah, I think I'd agree.
That's fair. Yeah.
Big P Rob fan. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Yumi. I've never I don't maybe I've laid against them, but yeah, I mean, especially game 1, they did not let me punish at all. Like at all.
Yeah.
And I picked the Yone to try to punish the Lux, but it was like
You even got a trade kill on
couldn't
the
do it.
Janna that one time. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and yeah, 2v1 under the tower.
Flashed
Yeah,
out.
so held
Got
it
the
down.
trade. Yeah, well played.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So how much longer do you think that teams are gonna let you play Vigar?
Hey, people ban it sometimes. People ban
Yeah.
it sometimes. I don't know. I don't even know what you ban.
And Vigar, don't ban Aurelion Soul. Thoughts?
I think that Aesol, but then you give Sam Brand or Viego or Skarner.
I'm saying
Yeah.
don't ban Aurelion. Leave Aurelion, ban
I
Vigar.
Yeah, leave Aesol up.
No, you need to no. I think you ban both the champs and just
Okay, I'll start cooking.
Yeah.
Listen, the Anivia arc is this season. This is when I become Froggen. This is where
Okay.
the Anivia just gets like crazy.
Well,
So
you got to start with using the frog and skin. Yeah, I don't think I've seen you use the
true, I haven't. I
Captain
like
America
the
skin. You know
I
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
other one. I think I do have that one. I'll bust it out sometime.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, with that being said, any closing thoughts before we end the stream tonight? Any
No, really.
shoutouts?
I mean, yeah, GG's really well played to the enemy team. And thank you too for casting.
Hell yeah, we had the makeshift squad on
Always a
tonight.
pleasure. It's definitely
Yeah,
a fun game.
I appreciate you.
So,
Where's
alrighty.
more
Cool.
my skins at? You know
Thank
what
you
I'm
for the
saying?
interview. Thank you for the games. We
Yeah,
will be
GG's.
ending
See you
stream.
guys.
Good
GG's.
night. Good night.
Yeah.